Hey, Nicola, how you doing? Let's go take a look here. Got your work up. I'll take a look at this, but I'm not real sure what this is. So I've got some questions about this. Is that Benfield Week 4.3? Let's go ahead and take a look at the process book. This is Benfield Project Week 3 PDF. So Project 1, mobile app creation, step up, show up. Okay, so project statement. So this is basically your statement of intent. I think this is a good opening page. I would get a little more detailed in here though, because right now, so like, we would take a look at purpose, for example. My application will ultimately show and communicate the necessity for the organization as well as provide ability to get involved in a compelling fashion. I mean, here in the purpose, you don't at all even allude to what the app is about. So I would say in this is a statement of intent page. It's an introductory page. I would get as detailed as possible in all of these. Okay. Now you move into your about, so your mission statement, vision statement, value statement, manifesto. This is good stuff here, but you've moved from left alignment over here with a single column to center alignment over here. So I recommend probably keep it consistent. Remember, this is a presentation format. I would keep this as consistent as possible. Okay, so you've got your statement of intent, you've got your manifesto kind of vision statement page. But what I would go from here is I would say we need to define the problem and the app solution proposal. So add a page called, I don't know what you want to call it, but you're in add a page where you're going to define the problem, okay, and then describe how the app solves the problem. All right, then you got to get into your functions and features. Let me see if you have any of that after here. Style guide. No. Application functions. Okay, so we have functions and features here. That's good stuff. Inspiration, good stuff. Okay, so then we do have functions and features. So, and then you've got your research findings. So then we go to target audience, personas, excellent. This is persona, not personal. Okay, it's really important that you get your terminology right. So this is persona, 25 years old. We need to know if she's single, married. We need to know what she does for a living. We need to know her habits and her technological proficiency, her tech savviness, so to speak. Okay, that's really important. Same thing with Mike. He's 35, she's 25. She's an enthusiast, and he is divorced and lower financial. Does not have so many positive changes in his life. Currently an alcoholic. Okay, so he's okay. This is good. There's really two. She's a total fitness freak, and he seems to be a little bit struggling, but looking to get to support himself, investing back into himself. That's good stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing a third persona of somebody who's maybe even older, like an older elderly person to use this app. Okay, so we've got personas. Now, don't forget, let me see the scenarios. We don't have any scenarios. Okay, so the personas, you need to create what are called scenarios. So you use your persona to put them in a situation that shows that they need the app, and the scenario should also show how the app solves the problem for the persona. Okay, so in the scenario, you're gonna present the problem, show the persona using confronted with the problem, and then show how using the app can rectify the problem. Those need to be done in storyboard. So those will be sketched out in storyboard format. Okay, now we've got the style guide. That's good stuff. Application functions. That's good. Inspiration. That's good. Now, this inspiration, don't forget we need a comparative analysis. Okay, so now you've got inspiration. Okay, and that's great, but we need a comparative analysis, which means we need to look at least two competitors. And in the comparative analysis page, you want to show pros and cons of the competition in terms of functionality and features, pros and cons of visual design, pros and cons of usability. Okay, that's really important stuff that points to evidence of research based on some of the needs of stakeholders associated, specifically somebody like investors associated with the project. Okay, so that would be comparative analysis. Now we jump into inspiration sketches. These are sketches of what? I don't know what these are sketches for. These are Okay, these seems to be like wireframe sketches. So these your paper prototypes? We really got to make that clear in your heading. Are these paper prototypes or are these sketches or are they both? Okay, and we need all of the screens in the app. I would say 10 to 12 screens. 6 is just not enough to show intent. So think about that. Sitemap, good idea. Great idea. Storyboards. These aren't storyboards. Okay, the storyboard has to do with the depicting the scenario of the personas. Okay, so again, watch the way you're labeling things. Navigating to a team member back. Navigating to team member pages and back home. Okay, this needs a written description. I don't know what this page is. I mean, it's a simple navigation, but is this part of your test scenario? If it is, don't forget you don't want to use digital wireframes for your testing. You want to use sketched paper prototypes. Really, really important, though, because you make changes on the fly. Okay, so then you have wireframes, and we need wireframes of all. Okay, then there's your paper prototypes. Only 3. That is not enough. No, that's not enough. Sources. Okay, so let's go up to wireframes. Okay, let's go to sketches. Okay, target audience, functions and features, inspiration. Okay, so we need the competition. We need wireframe sketches of all screens, all screens. We need digital mock-ups of all screens for the of all the wireframes. So digital mock-ups for all screens in the app. That shows the viewer exactly what each page looks like. So we need digital mock-ups. We need photographs of your paper prototype. Okay, but these are wireframes. Okay, the paper prototype should be sketched out. The reason you sketch the paper prototype is so you can make quick changes on the fly. So if you ask your testing subject to do a function and they get it wrong, and let's say 3 out of 4 get it wrong, you're going to want to make changes to that sketch so you can show it to your next test subject and hopefully they'll get it right. Okay. So we need photographs of all of the paper prototypes. Okay, we need a summary of tasks for the usability testing. And that is basically, I think that what might be what that one page is alluding to. Well, maybe not. So let me show you what that is. That's basically, and what I'm at, where I'm at now is summary of tasks for usability testing. So you want to summarize all of the tasks. This is the greenhouse example. It's available back in week 2. And this is great. It's page 52. This is usability testing. Here's our scripted out, detailed script for the user testing session. So each of the test subjects is given the exact same tasks to complete. And then what you do is take and give a very detailed page of written summary summarizing the results of the user testing. Okay, that's really important. Digital mock-ups of all screens. We need the final click-through prototype, of course, but then we need a page with a project summary and then a bibliography with all of your sources. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of this, this is what's due. Again, this is kind of a moot point because what I'm going to do at the end of this week for next week's announcement is I'm going to create an announcement with all of what is required listed out for you to make sure that you can include it in your process book. Okay, so we do have some missing things. It's a great start, but we do have some missing things. Now this, I'm not sure what this page is. I'm just not sure. Is this your actual? Is this the frames for your prototype, your click-through prototype? If they are, this is good. This is good stuff. So this is. But you'll just go ahead and start adding the features to the clickable features to your pages here, right? If I am following. One thing I would recommend here, navigating to team. One thing I would recommend here, if these are your prototypes, is there's your hamburger menu. I was going to say, let's give a way to get back home. Always, always give a way to get back home. In case the viewer gets lost, we want to give them an easy way back. Okay. All right. So sorry I took so long, but I wanted to be as complete as possible, Nicola. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Okay. Thank you.